Hello, good day from wherever you are watching me. Good day. My name is Shama Odikulu. You're welcome to our. Just give me a few minutes, please. Okay, just a few minutes, please. Just a few minutes. All right. Yes. You're welcome to our Wednesday Live. Yes, Wednesday Live. My name is Shama Odikulu, and usually every Wednesday we pick up one topic on parenting that has to do with us as parents and talk about and see how we can learn what we can begin to do differently. So that is why we are here. So thank you for joining me. So say hello, say hi if you're here with us, so we'll know you're here with us. Just say hello so we'll know you are with us. So my name is Choma Odikulu, as I said, and we'll be moving straight into our conversation of today. So today we'll be talking about how technology and AI influence parenting. What parents need to know and do. So how does technology and AI influence our parenting in our day and time? What are the things we need to know and do as parents? So I'll start with this food for thought. Are you raising a child who understands how to use technology wisely? Or are you raising a child who is dependent on it? So, as a parent, are you raising a child that understands how to use technology wisely? Or are you raising a child that depends totally on it, on technology? Technology and AI are evolving rapidly. Are we evolving as parents to guide our children through these changes? Technology and AI is evolving rapidly on a daily basis. So the question we need to ask ourselves as parents is that, are we evolving as parents alongside, to guide our children through these changes? It is very important as parents we evolve. It is important for us to learn what we need to do. So, gone are the days when we as parents will say, oh my God, I don't know how to fix this. I don't know anything about technology. I don't know anything about AI. No, gone are those days, because technology and AI is rapidly changing. It is affecting the way we parent. It is influencing the culture and our children. And we cannot just sit down and just say we don't want to learn. So as parents, we need to learn. We need to evolve. So we will be in a better space and in a better pace and place to guide our children through these changes. We will teach them what they need to know, what they need to look out for. So now we're going to move. What do we want to achieve by talking about this? By this topic. Number one, we want to understand the role of technology and AI in shaping our children's behavior, in their learning, and how technology and AI affect future opportunities. That is one of the objectives of talking about this. The second objective, we want to identify the potential risks and benefits of using technology and AI tools. Then the other objective of talking about this topic is empowering parents, empowering ourselves with strategies to adapt an AI-driven world and raise responsible tech-savvy children. Raising tech-savvy children, not social media savvy children. Not social media savvy children, no, but raising tech-savvy children. So now, what is the meaning of AI? And what is the meaning of technology? So AI refers to the ability of machines or computer systems to stimulate human intelligent processes. So the ability for machines or computer systems to stimulate human intelligent processes, that is the meaning of AI. And technology is the application. So technology is the application of scientific knowledge, tools, and techniques to solve problems. So when we apply this scientific knowledge that we know or we have, when we use the tools and the techniques to solve problems, that improves efficiency or enhances our daily life. So technology has a way of helping life better because it enhances our daily life. When we apply the scientific knowledge we have, The tools, when we put in the tools, the techniques to solve problems that helps to improve efficiency and improve our daily life. So that is the meaning of technology. So now, as a parent, what are some of the impacts of AI on parenting? What are some of the things we need to look out for as parents? Number one, AI tools, there are some benefits of AI, no doubts. We need to embrace the benefits and we need to guide our children on the things they need to watch out for. So AI tool helps with scheduling, it helps with monitoring. It also helps in some education that may influence how we as parents interact with our children. That is why we need to be aware of these things. It can help with scheduling, monitoring, even education. So we as parents need to be aware of these things so we can know how we can interact with our children, how we can guide our children and walk with our children, why we're aware of these things. Now, we have to understand as parents that technology and AI can enhance, it has some advantages which we as parents need to embrace. You don't have to shy away from the advantages, which we as parents should never. It has benefits, but those benefits can never replace authentic human connection. Yes, technology and AI has a lot of benefits, but those benefits we as parents should not allow those benefits replace our authentic human interaction with our children. That is why we need to be aware of what AI is doing to us as parents, how it affects us, what we need to watch out for. Now, what are some of the positive influences of technology, AI? Number one is educational tools. Some AI-based platforms provide personalized learning experiences for children and for parents. Yes, some of the benefits of AI or technology is that it provides educational tools. Most of us as parents, we learn on some personalized learning spaces that AI has made possible, or technology. So it has some benefits. It has benefits. So we need to be aware of this benefit, but we need to watch out for those things that will be a disadvantage to us as parents and our children. Sometimes even health monitoring. We have some smart watches now and some apps that now track health metrics, that track sleep, physical activity, and even screen time. So that is one of the benefits of AI and technology. Another benefit of AI and technology, sometimes it's convenience. Sometimes it can help with reminders, it can help with routines. Yes, that is one of the benefits. So what are some of the negative influences of AI on our parenting, in raising our children? Number one is screen addiction. Overexposure to devices reduces attention span and emotional regulation. One of the negative influences of AI on our world today in parenting, in the way we raise our children, is screen addiction. Because overexposure to devices reduces the attention span and emotional regulation. Because of a lot of people are exposed to screen, but it has a disadvantage because it reduces the attention span of a child and even anybody, and it also affects emotional regulation. Another negative influence is algorithm control. Children's content consumption is guided by algorithm designed to maximize engagement, not well-being. So sometimes even the algorithm, because sometimes what you watch as a parent, what you watch in a particular environment has a way of coming around in that environment. So the thing we have to be careful about is, what are we watching? What are those things in our environment that we would not want our children to do? That is why as a parent, you when you become a parent, you lose the advantage, or you lose the ability to do anything or to act anyhow. So you need to be conscious of what you watch, because there's this algorithm that what you watch has a way of coming around in that environment. So anyone in that environment can likely see the same things you watch. Another negative influence of AI on our parenting and on how we raise our children. Oh, say hello, say hi if you're just joining us. Yes, is social skills. Now, reduced face-to-face interaction. Oh, thank you for joining us. I am so grateful. Thank you. Reduced face-to-face interaction affects empathy and communication skills. So because of the effect of AI, a lot of people on the screen, a lot of people are on their phones, a lot of people are just on the screen. It has helped to reduce face-to-face interaction. Have you observed or have you noticed that when you go for an event, maybe you go for a birthday or an event where people are gathered, you see that most times people don't communicate anymore. People don't interact anymore. You find out a lot of people just bring out their phone and they are pressing, they are scrolling through social media. So we are getting to this age where we are losing face-to-face contact. We are losing face-to-face interaction. That is one of the negative effects or influences of AI that we as parents have to be conscious about and have to guide our children, because face-to-face interaction has been reduced. And when face-to-face interaction is reduced, it affects empathy and communication skills. Because come to think of it, how will you show empathy to someone when you're not interacting, you're not seeing the person face to face, when you're not talking with the person, you're not having a conversation with the person? It's only when you're having a conversation with the person, when you're talking to the person face to face, you can even understand that, okay, I think this person needs empathy. I think this person is going through a negative emotion. So because of the effect of so much screen, AI, a lot of us are on the screen, a lot of us are on the phone, face-to-face interaction has been reduced, which now affects the way we show empathy. That is why you find out that a lot of us are not empathetic. I think personally that empathy is something that is missing in our world today, which we have to watch and we have to work on. Oh, thank you for joining us. Yes, just say hello, say hi. Which we have to work on. Empathy is missing. It is because of lack of empathy. That is why when you're walking on the road and someone is having an accident or someone is being attacked, you see people bringing out their phone to video the person. It is a lack of empathy. It is lack of empathy when you see a colleague going through a difficult time. Probably someone is crying and you say things like, oh, Mrs. Ezine, thank you, ma, for joining us. Thank you. It is lack of empathy when you see someone crying and going through a difficult time. You say, why are you crying? Is it because of this thing you're crying? Even we as parents do it. We've lost empathy in our society, and it is something we need to work on because it is killing us. It is not good for our generation. So lack of the effect of AI, we always be on our phones, it has reduced face-to-face interaction that has not affected our empathy. So most of us don't show empathy to people. Even our children, we're not empathetic. Your child is crying and you are beating your child. Why are you beating a child that is crying? Why are you beating a child that needs help? Why are you beating a child that needs comfort? It's lack of empathy. So there are so many things we do as parents. You cannot really pinpoint, why am I doing this thing? But it stems from empathy. And this is something that AI, if we're not careful, is going to affect us. Empathy and communication skills. People no longer communicate face to face. People are more on their phone. You're sitting with someone in the same house and the person is not communicating to you. The person is rather communicating with someone they've not seen. Affecting the communication system in our home. That is why a good number of us are having challenges with communication. We don't communicate anymore. We don't listen to people anymore. We're not observing face-to-face contact. It's missing. It's not there. Why? These are some of the negative impacts of AI on the society. So as parents, we need to be watchful. We need to get to this point of understanding this negative effect so that we can guide our children, so that we can even guide ourselves. Even because even we as adults, most of us are even finding it difficult to control our time on screen. You say, oh, let me just check Facebook. Let me check social media. Oh, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll be out. Before you find out 30 minutes, 1 hour. As an adult, you are having difficulty controlling yourself on the screen. What's more of your child? So we need to be conscious of this negative effect of AI on our society so we can guide our children. Now, what are the things we need to be aware of as parents. Now we need to be aware of some things that, and we need to teach our children data collection from apps. Okay, AI and privacy risks. We need to teach our children about privacy risks. We need to teach our children about privacy. We even need to teach ourselves about privacy. It's not everything you can put out there. It's something we need to educate ourselves and our children about. We need to educate them about data collection from apps, toys, devices could compromise children's privacy. Yes, the device you use can compromise your child's privacy. Where are you putting your child? What kind of platform are you putting your child out there? It can compromise the privacy of your child. That is something we as parents need to watch. Now, digital footprints. We need to inform ourselves and our children that the digital space has a footprint. So whatever you put out there is like a footprint that's going to remain forever. So in as much as we're excited, AI, technology, I want to do this, I want to post, we have a digital footprint. What you put out there in that space is going to be there. It's something we need to remind ourselves, and it's something we need to teach our children. So when they get to that point of being in that space of using their device, when they get to that age, because they need to be prepared, you don't give a phone to a child that is not prepared. Even if your child is 17 years and your child is not prepared to use a phone, you've not trained the child to use a phone, you do a big disservice by giving the child that phone. Anyway, that is conversation for another day. But today, what we are saying is that we need to be conscious of the effect of AI on our lives, on our parenting, on our children, because some of those things can compromise our privacy and the privacy of our children. Digital footprints. The online activities, the online activities of our children contribute a lasting digital identity that could impact their future. So what online activities are you carrying out in that space with your child or with yourself? Because this activity has a way of creating a lasting digital identity that can impact on your future. So what are you putting out there? Would you be proud of what you're putting out there in years to come? Would your children be proud of what they are putting out there in years to come? We need to be aware of these things, and we need to teach ourselves. We need to educate ourselves and also educate our children. Another thing we need to be aware of as parents is that we need to be aware of misinformation. The kind of information we put out there, AI generated content can blur the line between truth and fiction. Most times, a lot of children, a lot of people go out there to get information, but the truth is that we need to teach our children that they need to get information from their parents. They need to get information from our values, the value system we have in our home. So we need to be aware of AI influence on our family dynamics. How does AI affect our family as a whole? We need to pay close attention to that. Parents might sometimes we might over rely on AI tasks. Sometimes we might rely on using AI, and the more we over rely on this, it reduces our engagement with our children and emotional presence. So how engaged are you? Have you allowed AI to take over your engagement with your child? Have you allowed AI to take over your emotional presence with your child? That is something we need to watch. So what are the things we can begin to do differently? We need to emphasize human connection. So connect more with your child, bond more with your child, play with your child, come down to the level of your child, play with your child, roll on the floor with your child, play with your child, play as a baby. Most of us parents will be like, oh my God, how will I play? You won't feel big to play. Please play. There is so much benefit in playing. When you don't allow your child to play, you do a big disservice to your child. Most of us, go and read your book. Don't play. No, play is play is the work of a child. So encourage human connection. Another thing we need to do differently as parents is that we must prioritize quality time and communication over digital interactions. As parents, we must prioritize quality time with ourselves, with our children over digital interactions. Prioritize talking with your child. Prioritize gisting with your child. Prioritize having face-to-face communication with your child. Another thing we need to do, we need to educate Just a minute, please. Another thing we need to do, we need to educate our children about AI. Teach them about AI. What are the things they need to learn? What are the things they need to look out for? What are the things they need to avoid? Even we need to educate ourselves so that we'll be in a better space to be able to observe whatever comes our way and to deal with whatever comes our way. We need to educate our children. We need to teach our children how AI works, the benefits of AI, and its potential dangers. Yes, we also need to create tech boundaries. You need to create tech boundaries in your home. What boundaries do you have for technology? What boundaries do you have for AI? What boundaries do you have? You need to create those boundaries. We need to set clear rules about device usage, screen time, and family tech-free zones. So what are your rules in your home as regards the use of device, as regards screen time? When is screen time allowed, or do you allow your children to scroll endlessly on the screen? What is your rule as regards family tech-free zone? You should have some tech-free zone. For example, when you're eating, it should be a time of communication. It should be a time of conversation, not a time of using tech. We need to promote critical thinking. So we need to promote critical thinking as parents. Another thing we can do differently is to help our children evaluate online content and question information provided by AI. That is critical thinking. So we should build in critical thinking skills so that our children will get to this point of questioning things, not just taking in everything they see out there. We must stay informed as parents. Be informed. Please, let's be informed. In this day and time, it's not a time of saying, oh my God, I'm not a technology person. No, we must be informed as parents so that our children will not call us BBT, born before technology. Yes, we must be informed as parents. We must keep up to date with advancements in AI and tech trends to guide our children responsibly. It's our duty, it's our responsibility as parents to keep up to date with the advancements of AI. So we need to keep up to date, because when we keep up to date, we'll know what is happening and we'll know what to teach our children. We'll know how to guide our children. So this year, as we're entering 2025, one of my goals is to be more tech savvy. So please, we need to keep up with these things so we can guide our children. Then finally, how can we prepare for AI and the future? Number one, teach tech skills early. Start to teach your children technology skills, not social media skills. Because most of us, our children are on social media. Please let your child be tech savvy and not social media savvy. They are two different things. Encourage your child to problem solve. Help them to understand the role of AI on the society, what they can use for AI, what they need to do. Yes, we should also foster emotional intelligence. We should prepare for AI by fostering emotional intelligence in our children and in ourselves. Do you know it is lack of emotional intelligence that makes a lot of children, when they come on social media and somebody just tell them, probably they have a bad comment, they are angry, they are sad. Some people even get to the point of wanting to harm themselves. So we must prepare our children emotionally. That is one of the ways of preparing for AI. We must help our children embrace change and develop lifelong learning habits. We must get to this point of teaching our children that you have to be a lifelong learner. Because when we are lifelong learners as parents, alongside with our children, it will be very easy for us to learn new tech skills, new AI tools, new AI things that come out. We won't get to this point of saying, no, I can't learn it, it's too hard. No, we must get to that point of being lifelong learners. It will help us a lot. Another way we can prepare for AI and the future is to collaborate with your children's school. Go to your children's school, talk to them about the effect of AI, what they can begin to do differently, what they need to do, how they can educate the children. Another way we can prepare for AI and the future is to advocate for responsible use of AI in education. We should go to our children's school, advocate for the responsible use of AI, advocate for the responsible use of media, any form of media. As parents, it's our duty to be part of the school our children are going to. Don't just pay fees and say, oh, I've paid my fees. No, I've paid the fees. No, you need to contribute. You need to suggest to the school, because it has a way of shaping our children. We need to invest in digital literacy. We need to invest in learning everything digital, in the digital space. We need to invest. That is one way of preparing for AI and the future. And finally, we need to equip ourselves and our children to identify fake news. phishing scams, and biased AI outputs. We need to equip our children how they can identify fake news, how they can identify those things and they'll say, no, this is not right. How they can identify those things and they'll walk away and not accepting everything, not clicking on every link they see. It is very important we educate ourselves and our children, because the truth is that AI has come to stay. We should not sit down in the background and say, no, I can't learn. No, I'm not. No, we have to learn. We have to learn so we'll be in a better place to educate and guide our children. And we have to teach our children how to make better choices and better decisions. So as a parent, moving over to 2025, one of our goals, one of the things we need to work on is to work on improving on our tech knowledge. We should be tech savvy, including myself, obviously. We should be tech savvy, and we should work on seeing how technology, how AI, how everything in the digital space affect and influence our parenting, and how we can better guide our children to make better choices and better decision whenever they are in that space and outside that digital space. So thank you very much for joining me today. I believe you've got value for your time. What is that thing you'll be doing differently? What are you going to be working on from today? So thank you very much for joining me. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Becoming a Renewed Parent. Yes, and please pre-order my book, Becoming a Renewed Parent. And also a reminder, we'll be having our book launch tomorrow, Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. Nigeria time. Please join us in our book launch. I'm going to drop the link here. Please join us, and remember to be a lifelong learner. We all have to be lifelong learners. So thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate your time, and I do not take your time for granted. So till I come your way next time, next week is Christmas. So till I come your way next year, do have a good day. Thank you and bye.